EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. On the visitors' sideline, Steeler head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys appear to have figured things out as of late, 4-2 over their last 6 games. Across from him, Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Cleveland. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. He didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
A gain of 15.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
You see the numbers in last week's game for Warren. 14 carries, 78 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Mason Graham brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A short one there to Freiermuth. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So here comes the Browns offense with a long field ahead. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Returning is Peppers. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he coughed it up. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Throwing, Sanders.
Brings up 2nd and 13.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
That's a gain of 5.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in Q1. To throw, it's Rodgers. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Sheds off the tackle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the give, it's 1. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Steelers at 9-6 now. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. A short one there to Freiermuth. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now the former Volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And every defensive team that we talk to,
They spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10.
On play action, here's Shadur. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. Now a handoff up the middle. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A first catch for Judy. Good for a first down.
That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A 10-yard gain.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Ball at the 26, second and 7.
At the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
Warren will try the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at the 42.
A handoff for Warren. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. These two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
A gain of 12. And a Steeler first down.
Now it's Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's third down.
And again, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
A 43-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
2nd and a yard at the Steelers' 43-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Sanders to throw. He'll get this complete to Tillman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
12 more yards. That's another Browns 1st down.
Now Sanders. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Here's 2nd and 7.
Out of bounds at the 15-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
To throw is Sanders. Right back to Njoku. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
7-yard line.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 2-yard line.
Sanders is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to real
touchdown, Browns. Cedric Tillman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from capturing the lead. But with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Steelers 6.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, Use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Warren. They'll get this to about the 38.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Mason Graham in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The Browns offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
10 yards. That's good for a Browns first down.
Here's Sanders. He'll swing this out to Sampson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. To throw again, here's Sanders. Open man, he completes it to Judy. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Sanders setting up the screen for Sampson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Njoku over the middle. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that is how you do it, my friends. This will be spotted out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. So a tight one so far, 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen at our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks.
Sanders throwing to start the drive. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Shador. Checks this down to Sampson. Now 3rd down and 7.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it
Throwing, Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, Rodgers. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and 14.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. Take it at the 37. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, here's Shador. In trouble, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward, picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone. that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cleveland offense making their way out. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Sanders. That's going to be caught by Judy. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Out of the gun here, Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Have a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and
Now a give, right side. Sampson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
14 yards. That's another.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Sanders to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Sanders. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Running left, it's Warren. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
A gain of a yard. First down, Steelers.
Here's Warren. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
3 more yards. That's another Steeler.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now a run with Warren. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Down at the 20-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, this has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Browns 10.
So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Dances by him. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. They go play action now. Sanders. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw is Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Sanders.
Steelers 39-yard line.
That'll be complete to Sampson. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Browns 1st down.
That's caught left side by Judy.
Sanders pass.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Off the bootleg, here's Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
Sanders pass.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a give right side. Sampson. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
The
Steelers offense and their running back Jalen Warren headed back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers, a free play. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Now Rodgers. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now it's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Got his man, it's Warren. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the 1st. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
7-yard gain. And the Browns 1st down. First and 10.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. From the 33, here's second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing, Sanders. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Throw out wide is incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. That's caught right side. It's Warren. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Good for a Steelers first down. A gain of 12. First down, Pittsburgh.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Rodgers going to throw. He'll find Thielen working the middle. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
3rd down.
They'll run it. Warren. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Steelers first down. It's a game
probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Completes it to Austin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Yards on the play. That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here comes second down. To throw is Rodgers. He finds Austin complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Rodgers to throw. Caught by Wilson. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Boswell's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So now the Browns down by a field goal, a little under 50 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Setting up the screen for Sampson.
Sanders pass.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Sampson. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Completes to Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Browns first down.
And under 20 seconds now as the spike comes with 18 ticks remaining. Here's 2nd down. He's back to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Njoku. A loss of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
And they are able to spike it, cutting it close, but 2 seconds left on the clock. Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice game. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Steelers who will have the first chance to go down and score here in overtime as we are back underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. First throw of overtime for Rodgers. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That's good for a Steelers first down. It's a gain of 6.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Freiermuth. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Rodgers.
At the 46-yard line.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And again, it's Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That's another Steelers first down. A 28-yard gain. First down, Pittsburgh.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Boswell for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Steelers.
That time a 9-play drive.
16.
And in the end, a Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Sanders to throw. Right back to Njoku. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers 40.
Here's Sanders. That's going to be caught by Judy. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's good for a Browns first down.
To throw is Sanders. Gets this over the middle to Tillman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
A gain of
23 yards on the play.
That's another Browns first down.
He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the...
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes...
You throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie up this ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing now is Rodgers. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And that is incomplete. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Throwing, Sanders. That's downfield. He's got Fannin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw. They've got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it's pandemonium in the dog pound as the Browns are going to win the football game. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much too.
So for Cleveland, they get a rare victory. They're 4th to go with their 12 losses. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.